at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Orbit.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Let's get off the field. Shoot! Check 24, check 24.
On second down now, it's Freeman, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
56. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Shift.
Yep.
Shift. Watch the shift. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Big difference.
To throw on third down, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. On fourth down on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 12, Carr. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Carr now on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Banjo. Hey, Mike 51.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Throwing again. Carr into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, it's Lindsey, and he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Carr. That is incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Here's Carr to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 51.
Watch the slap.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On first down, Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second and 6. Let's get the Raiders' 37-yard line.
Down. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Let's go.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Hey, high 7. Now.
From the gun, Herbert. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait and enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard.
Big on the double.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11. To throw, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Here's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Todd Davis. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, Charlie!
Rush in! Rush in! Rush in!
Go! Shoot!
Back to throw. Herbert. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jeff Hireman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Carr going to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Throwing on first down. Herbert, he's going to get this one out to his fullback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put him in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 12, Carr. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On the move to his left. And this one's incomplete. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The kick by McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 2nd and 10. Carr. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing his car on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Another run by Lindsey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Check 52.
Yo, go, go. Go.
On third down, Herbert. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Hey, Haywood.
55.
Yeah.
To throw on second down. Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Hey, Echo.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And he's got it complete to Anderson. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to have a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Pilot, 64, weak.
From the gun, it's Carr. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller, and boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, come on, come on,
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jeff Hireman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boy. Bring it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing now is Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Cut.
Shotgun now for Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert got a man open. It's Sutton. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number.